Deactivate both the main drive and the Millis-Clement field, Tereshkova continued. This means that we will lose artificial gravity within the ship. For your safety and comfort, we ask that you return immediately to your seats. Put away all loose items, then fasten your seat straps and make sure that they are secure. I located my waist and shoulder straps and buckled them into place. Outside the door, I could hear stewards moving past my cabin. Once we enter the Star Bridge, the transition through hyperspace will take only a few seconds. The entire event will be displayed on your screens. However, if you are prone to vertigo or motion sickness, we strongly recommend that you switch off your screens, lean back in your seats, and close your eyes. Stewards will provide you with eye shades if you so desire. The last thing I wanted to miss was going through hyperspace. Yet I could already imagine some of the passengers making sure that vomit bags were within reach, while perhaps regretting that they'd ordered lunch only a few hours ago. Once we're through the Star Bridge, our flight to Coyote will take another 10 hours, at which point you will board shuttles for transfer to the New Brighton spaceport. In the unlikely event of an emergency, please be reminded that this ship is also equipped with lifeboats, which may be boarded from Deck 1 below you. Stewards will escort you to those lifeboats, which in turn will be operated by a crew member. I couldn't help but snort at this. Although the Lee could still serve as a military vessel in a pinch, insurance underwriters on Earth had insisted that, once it was refitted as a civilian transport, certain accommodations had to be provided to ensure the safety of her passengers, just in case there was a catastrophic accident. I doubted that the lifeboats had been jettisoned since their test flights. We will have engine shut down in 4 minutes and commence final approach to the Star Bridge 5 minutes after that. For now, though, just relax and enjoy the rest of the ride. Thank you very much. Tereshkova's voice was replaced by classic jazz. Miles Davis's Sketches of Spain. And the image on the screen changed to a forward view. The Star Bridge, seen as a small silver ring illuminated by moonlight, with red and blue beacons flashing along its outer rim. It had grown to twice its original size when there was a knock on the door. Before I had a chance to respond, it slid open. Instead of the steward, though, a man about my own age stepped in. He wore the dark blue uniform of a Coyote Federation spacer, the insignia on his shoulder boards telling me that he was the chief petty officer. "Mr. Carr?" he asked. "Mr. Geoffrey Carr?" "Yes," pretending nonchalance, I gazed back at him. "May I help you?" "Just want to make sure that you're secure." His gaze flitted about the cabin as if he was searching for something. "Your belongings all stowed away?" "Yes, of course." I forced a smile. "Thank you. The service has been excellent." "Glad to hear it, sir." Another quick glance around the compartment, then he gave me a perfunctory nod. "Be seeing you." I waited until he shut the door. Then I unsnapped my harness and stood up. Moving to the door, I rested an ear against the panel. I heard a voice just outside, the petty officer, speaking to someone else, but the constant thrum of the engines rendered his words unintelligible. I returned to my seat, fastened my harness again. Perhaps it was only a courtesy call by a senior crew member to a first-class passenger, but I didn't think so. The way he'd studied my cabin. Laying my head against the back of my seat, I stared out the porthole. Safe on third, but the catcher had become wise to the play. Stealing home might be trickier than I thought.